Are you serious? You play with my feelings from the last episode, and you turn around, and Takao is alive! I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed. I'm actually very happy she's alive, and it was funny the way they managed to add comedy around freaking right at the beginning with Takao being alive, but you played with my feelings. You made me tear up from last episode. I mean, you turn around and bring Takao alive like she's A-OK and fine. I don't know if all of you in the audience right now have kind of a little bit of rage, but at the same time, you're all happy in the inside because you're like, yes, Takao's alive! But all in all, this episode was freaking badass. You got to love how the start of this episode just started out with freaking Iona annihilating the fleet of fog with just a freaking, like, super gravitational cannon. You just see it sweeping across the battlefield. It really helps when you have good CGI, and that entire beginning was just freaking epic. They did a good job of that. And this episode had a really interesting build-up to it. I mean, really good build-up. There's some certain things about this episode that felt really creepy, especially Iona's sisters. Her twin sisters, basically, following her around and stalking her, and then get to see Gunzo say, we're gonna fight them here. And he literally submerges underwater and he starts to fight Iona's sisters. I was like, oh crap. And what really makes this entire scene one of the best scenes in this episode, why I enjoyed it so much, is because the emphasis on the way they had it to where, like, the sisters were conflicting if they had emotions or didn't have emotions. And getting to see, like, how one sacrifices, jumps in front of the other, gets, like, broken in half, and is getting torn up and getting destroyed, as you can see in the freaking, like, tea party room that Iona was talking to him, saying, you don't have to do this, I don't want to sink you. And then actually right there, that was a really sad moment. I was actually getting sad on that. To be honest, I'm happy that the freaking sisters got sunk and they got killed. I mean, after what they did to Takao last episode, what they did with my feelings, they deserve to sink. But I felt very emotional to the part of how Iona was acting. I mean, the way she actually she has progressed as a character. I mean, her entire way she was acting, just so different from normal, and it really managed to actually hit me, and I have to say, I like that. It's really good, the way they built Iona's character up to be able to turn her into something like this. How the sisters literally just vanish and disappear into nothing. And then you just see how they're just so emotionless about it. I mean, like, they don't care. And that's literally, that goes to show you what the major problem with the Fleet of Fog is. That's what this entire little section, I guess, emphasized on. That is the problem with the Fog, because they really don't care that they're dying. They think of themselves just as weapons. And that was just a creepy freaking moment. The most creepiest moment in this freaking episode, that was just, I don't know, it was annoying. I mean, Maya. It's a carnival! It's a carnival! It's a carnival! I wanted to freaking blow my eardrums out. Okay, it was annoying. Maya's constant, it's a carnival, was annoying. I'm not gonna joke. But Congo, she is probably sitting there for freaking days hearing, it's a carnival! It's a carnival! Oh my god, no wonder Congo went freaking crazy. I mean, you gotta think, she literally was on the verge of snapping anyways, so getting to see how she snapped was really freaking realistic. Just grabbing Maya by the freaking throat and said, it's our carnival. And when her freaking ships merged together, to be honest, I expected Congo to go all crazy and suicidal type yandere mode, but I mean, I didn't expect, you know, what she did to Maya. That was kind of unexpected. I mean, since she thought Maya was such a good friend of hers. But I really do like the emphasis of how Congo just comes in right at the freaking end of this episode on a Death Star. Looks like a freaking Death Star. And is just about to take down Iona. It's like, I am taking you down. That's literally the face expression she was giving this entire episode right at the end. And getting to see how the USA Fleet of Fog is actually coming to fight Gunzo from the front. And when you got Congo in the back with a Death Star, what the hell is going to happen? Next episode is the final episode of Arpeggio. So, this is my major concerns about right now, where the standpoint we're at. This freaking anime adaptation is completely converged away from the manga. I mean, there's no recognizable the same thing from the manga to the anime. I mean, nothing's the same anymore. Everything's completely different. They've left out a lot of different characters that are majorly important to the manga, and they've just changed everything since episode 4. So, what the hell is going to happen next episode? So, we know they're going to do an anime original ending. That's already common logic right now, as we can think of. But are they going to end it next episode, or are they going to leave it on a cliffhanger? See, there's a lot of questions out there shifting around, and hopefully they don't destroy what they managed to actually accomplish with this anime adaptation. I mean, for them to do so well with an anime adaptation that diverges from the manga, That's something you rarely get to see in the anime industry. So I hope they don't destroy what they managed to actually accomplish with this series next episode, and they leave it at least with a good cliffhanger, because, I mean, the way the episode I see it starting off next episode, Kongo's already freaking crazy enough, and she wants to take down Iona, but herself. She wants to kill her herself. So, of course, she's not going to let the American Fleet of Fog even freaking touch Iona. That's already freaking obvious. So, we're going to get to see Kongo demonstrate her powers by destroying the Fleet of Fog, American Fleet of Fog, right in front of everybody. Probably a one swift move. I mean, her entire ship looks like probably a gigantic super gravitational cannon. That's the first thoughts that popped in my head, since she had like a big freaking circle, like, hole, and I was like, that is a gravitational cannon. And I was like, Death Star, blowing up planets. Just, you know, really, you gotta love the way it's building up. The tension of Arpeggio is getting really good, and I love the way they managed to handle it. I just, like I said, my biggest concerns is I hope they don't destroy the series next episode, because this series has done a really good job. I mean, there's many series out there right now that's currently being aired, but this Arpeggio is definitely something unique I really enjoy, especially with all the CGI effects they managed to do. Well, tell me what you think about this episode of Arpeggio. Were you freaking at the same time pissed and happy that Takao was still alive? What do you think about that entire scene? What do you think is going to happen next episode? Do you think they're going to have a bad cliffhanger or a good cliffhanger? Do you think they're going to just end it right there? Tell me what you think about that. What do you think about Kongo going crazy, strangling freaking Maya, and going into Death Star mode? I mean, tell me what you think about that. Oh, yeah. What do you think about the American Fleet of Fog? Do you think they're going to actually fight freaking Gunzo, or do you think they're going to actually help Kongo? I mean, what do you think is going to happen there? A lot of questions for next week. I can't wait to see it. Everybody have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. If you enjoy my video content, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. Please stay safe. Chibi out.